We're in Georgia, baby! So we headed out last night from South Florida, drove all night. Only little issue we had was a flat tire, which wasn't bad. Pretty decent. We had a spare on, but we plugged out one this morning here. Now we're going up to Atlanta, Georgia to take a look at a 1963 Chevy Impala for one of our best customers in south of Sweden. Sounded like I was going to say something else there, right?
His name? Don't tell his name.
Mr. Banks! Whoa, let's go!
Yeah, for real.
We are about 5 minutes away from the car right now. The story behind it is, it was in a barn for about 30 years and the guy who owns it now tried to buy it from day one he saw it. But his friend refused to sell it, and here we are 30 years later, and he finally got his hands on it for about a year ago. He had been working on it. It should be all new brakes, engine should run. It did some engine treatments to it, just some basic stuff. Unfortunately, his health isn't with him right now, so he have decided to let go of the project that he wanted for so long. And if everything is like you say about this car, coming back with us, we're loading it up in a container, then it's heading over to Sweden for its new adventure.
Well, you know, it ain't no new car, but it is what it is. I mean,
yeah,
it's the windows and all went roll up down on it, so good. But this door panel here is the worst part of the whole interior, right this.
All right. That's not terrible, no.
No, I've seen worse.
Oh, for sure.
Its carpet's bad. It needs,
yeah.
It needs carpet in it.
But carpets are pretty decent price.
Yeah.
It made it very well from rust.
Yeah, it's been in the building for the last 30 years. It's been in a building and not drove.
And you said you knew the guy who had it before?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, normally we always have to change these out every time.
Well, it needs sanding and it needs some, you know, primer and put back in and splatter paint, but it's pretty solid.
No, definitely.
The lights work on it, the horn works on it, radio works in it. You put a new starter on it, it's got a new water pump on it, new master, every piece on the brakes, every piece on them is new on the front and the back both. New tires, new wheels.
Could we fire her up?
Yeah, now this wire, we put a distributor in it out of electronic ignition, and we have to hook this up to the battery, hook it up, so then I'll turn it, I'll maybe turn the key.
But this needs a hot wire from the switch.
Yeah, you need to run a hot wire from the switch to the distributor, so when you cut it off, if you want to leave the electronic ignition distributor in it, and I would, you got to put a new fuel pump on it.
Is the water pump new or
it's brand new? The miles that's on it, that is supposed to be the correct miles. It's got 89,000? I think it's 89,000. Oh, wow. That's the original miles on it.
Just like you said, so fast and easy deal.
All
right. Right away we could see that this car is just like the seller told us. A true survivor that had been well kept from the weather and made it very well through the years of storage. We took a look all the way around just to make sure we didn't miss anything, and then we had a fast and easy deal. But it wasn't over here. The seller had told me about two other cars that he wanted to sell. One of them was a car that I have been seeking for a while, a Mazda RX-7 from '96. He also had a '54 Chevy Belair 2-door, so we jumped in his truck and headed down to his barn.
It's got 108,000 on it, and most of them's pull a trailer. When I bought it, if it lasts 10 years, I'll buy another one. And, I've had it 26 years.
Oh, wow.
The battery in it that came in it new lasted 10 years. But it rides rough. It'll beat you to death. If you put a trailer behind it or load it, you know, a cow trailer or something like that, we got a lot of cows, and it rides pretty good if you load it.
I'm so excited.
Come and open my door for me.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Unfortunately, when we're getting closer to the barn and I see the RX-7, it is not the generation of RX-7 that I'm looking for. This is an 80 years model, and unfortunately, not for me.
The building fell in and it bent the roof in a few places. And it broke the windshield in the back glass, and I put a new windshield in it. But it needs a good cleaning up too. This girl that lived across the road, she bought it new.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this here was part of their farm, and their daddy died, and they started selling stuff off. So I bought this this and that over there from them because it joined ours, and I guess I had to buy the Chevrolet and this because it was down here in the building. They didn't have nowhere. The building fell in and broke the glass out, and it bent it right there. It didn't have a dent in it till that done that.
I've been looking for the model after this. I've been looking for years.
Yeah.
But I maybe have to settle with one of these.
Yeah. You can get that in cheap. That old car there, I knew it. That was their granny's car. I've knew that car for 50-something years, and they painted it about 30 years ago. It was a factory black car, and they painted it back black, but the paint faded on it. And they put new bumpers and grill on it. It's been re-chromed, and it's been kept in the drive pretty much all since they. And all the chrome pills, them bumper boys, you know, I told you that come out of Mexico.
Yep.
Which if I was going to buy it and resale, I'd sandblast all this and paint it back the gray. Cause I priced the grill, and a grill's $1,200, and you re-chrome grill's $1,200.
Yeah.
But this car is solid. The floorboard is good in it. There's a piece of two chrome. See, here's where some of the paint's flaked off of it.
Yep.
But
oh, but it's very nice inside.
yeah, this door panel here too is turning loose at the bottom.
Yeah.
And see the headliner's starting to come. They put a vinyl headliner in it. But this car's factory automatic. It's got a power glide automatic, and that's very rare for a 54 Chevrolet. Most of them had straight shifts in them. Brakes is the master cylinder's seized up on it. The pedal won't mash.
Yeah.
It needs a master cylinder on it. And I put new tires and wheels on it too, just like I did.
We decided to leave the 54 Belair and the RX-7 behind this time, but if you would be interested in one of them, don't hesitate to contact us and we will send you a lot more photos and information. But now it was time to go back to his house and load up the 63 Impala and head back to Florida. We got back and he said we can sign the papers in the garage, so we open it up and here sits more cars. Unfortunately, none of them are for sale. And he basically has said they're going in the grave with me. We are leaving Georgia with a really good deal on a car, many laughs, and before we even hit the Florida border, a phone call comes in about the next adventure. Heck yeah, another one heading with us back to Florida. On the way up here last night we did get that flat tire, not a biggie. Just now saw that we had a lot of grease under the car and it's a CV axle that gave up. We're gonna make it home on that. Hopefully nothing else go wrong. This car is fantastic. It's a perfect purchase. We also did get a guy call us and said he have about 100 project cars sitting around. So we're gonna meet up with him tomorrow on the way back to Florida.